It's now time to talk about Scotland. They face Gibraltar at Hampden Park on Sunday at 5 p.m. Gibraltar, of course, not a FIFA member and thus are not in the FIFA World Rankings. They also sit bottom of Group D. At the Vauxhall Home Nations Google Plus Hangout, we asked Akechi Anya, how do you approach a game when you are the overwhelming favourites?
We're going to approach it in a professional manner. You know, we know about the results. We got such a great analyst team that see what they're good at, what they're weak at. But you know, there's no easy games at international level, regardless of all the results, because that's in the past. You know, we're going to go there, they're going to come to us, and we're going to try and get the 3 points.
Kevin, this is what you've gone for the Scotland starting 11. Not too shabby, if I may say so.
No, well, Gordon's been quite sort of sticking with the same boys for most of the campaign. My biggest doubt might be for James Morrison, because I think he might bring Darren Fletcher back in now that he's been playing regular at West Bromwich Albion. But I've stuck with the tried and tested that I've gone so far with it. You know, the likes of Stephen Fletcher, for me, at the moment, leading the line for Scotland as a single-man role has been fantastic in the way that Scotland play. Stephen Naismith, I've just pushed him out a little bit wider because he likes to do a little bit of the workhorse thing and bring Sean in. And it's almost a three-man midfielder. And the pace of Anya down this left-hand side and Andy Robertson down there will be absolutely
they'll be working well. And Naismith, you'd imagine, maybe drift in, help out the front man, and Hutton gives a bit of licence to
go. That's the system they want to do, because Scott Brown is the key to it, because he's the one that will sit back. He'll help with two central defenders. So Alan Hutton can bomb down the right-hand side, which is natural, and Robertson will bomb down the right-hand side, which is natural as well. So you'll find that Anya's pace might push up beside Fletcher at times, and Stephen Naismith again will be up beside him almost in a three.
Absolutely. Andy, anything you'd change, or would you go with that?
Well, I suppose the temptation, because you're playing Gibraltar, is maybe to bring in a slightly more offensive midfielder there. But I think, you know, on the other hand, you don't want to put the cart before the horse. And Naismith and Anya are going to be really important. The fact is, Gibraltar have improved since the start of the qualifying campaign. They're not going to beat anyone. They're probably not even going to score a goal. But they can make it difficult, just like they made it difficult for Germany. This is where Scotland can make the difference between being full-time pros and part-timers, because Naismith and Anya are very fit, loads of energy, and they can really get Scotland playing across the width of the pitch.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you've played against the likes of San Marino and the Faroe Islands, of course, you know, teams that you're meant to steamroll. I mean, how do you go about going into a game like that? Very different kind of approach.
It's massively different, you know, because what you're doing is your mindset in your natural game is to be a counter-attacking side. So you're sitting back defending against the better nations, and then when you come up against the lesser nations, then you're being asked to be the creative side. And if you're lacking that little bit of creativity, then that's when you kind of lose it against the smaller sides, because they just bank up on it. They have a back four, sometimes a five, and a midfield 4 or 5. So you've got to be able to be creative enough to get through that. Now, this team, I think, now are creative enough to go through banks of 4 or a bank of 5. And I think at the moment, as I said, this is my biggest doubt. If we're going to go attacking against Gibraltar, will we bring in Darren Fletcher to come further up and just let Scott sit on his own to help the two central defenders?
There you go. Well, that's what the chaps have gone for their starting 11. Let's have a look at Gibraltar. With a population of just 30,000, Gibraltar are UEFA's smallest member nation. They've yet to score a goal in qualification and have conceded 21.
3 keys for my success for Scotland would be to keep the team spirits high, in the way Gordon's got it, for the way it's run like a club success rather than international football. Also the hard work rate that the guys put in, that's key for on-field activities. If they can keep working hard, they'll get results. And also we've got a lot of young talent coming through, and I think that talent for the future is obviously there for the success for the national side.
England are up against Lithuania at Wembley on Friday at 7:45. Lithuania currently 94th in the FIFA World Rankings and 4th in Group E. At the Vauxhall Home Nations Google Plus Hangout, we asked Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain how the Wembley